Hey everyone, it's Pat from Pat's Ever Music, and today we're learning five strumming patterns that every single person should know, every guitarist should know. And once you've learned these strumming patterns, you'll listen to some favorite songs of yours on records, on iPads, on a computer, on the radio, and you'll start hearing these strumming patterns and you think, oh, I know this one, I can play along with this one. It really does give your songs a lot more character than just playing and sort of leaving a lot of space. Strumming patterns will really help bring your strumming to life. Let's get started. Now, in all of the strumming that we're going to do today, it's going to be in 4/4 time, and we're going to be using eighth notes. Now, if that theory went straight over your head, that's fine. I'm going to explain it right now. So when you're listening to music, you might often count, or you might tap your foot, you might nod your head, and you might not necessarily realize, but you might be actually counting 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you might hear another chord. So you might hear something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So you might hear a chord progression like that, and it's in 4/4 time without you even realizing. So that's what we're talking about, 4/4. And how we're going to count it is not 1, 2, 3, 4. We're actually going to break it down and think of it as a 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. So it's not quite 1, it's not quite 2, it's smack in the middle. So we're going to call it and. So 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. That's all you need to know, okay? So we're gonna pick one chord. Let's just do it on a C chord. Pick any chord that you want to at home and practice these strumming patterns, and then at the end of the video, I'll leave this massive list of strumming patterns for you to practice, so you'll just be able to pause and practice away. But let's just start on a C chord. We're gonna do an entire 4 counts, so an entire bar of music on a C chord, and 1 and, 2 and. So if you're counting your foot, if your foot's going down, or your head's nodding, or you're counting out loud, think of it as 1 when your foot hits the ground, and 2 and 3. So when your foot is in the air, that's the and. So 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. So the first one, all you need to do is down strum. So you're going to down strum everything. Every time you hear a number, you're going to down strum. Every time you hear an and, you're going to down strum. That's all you need to do. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. It may sound a little bit boring, but if you're just starting out, that's the one you need to start with. And then change chords after that. 1 and, 2 and, 3 and, 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the D, of course, meaning down strum. On the next one, every time you hear a number or your foot hits the floor, that's going to be a down strum. Every time it's on an and or your foot is in the air, then that's actually going to be an up strum. So it'll be like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Just like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Change chords. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Well done, that's the first 2. So the next one I'm going to be checking out has a pause on the 1 and on the 3 and. Let's do it nice and slowly. So you strum down to begin with, 1, and then on and you bring it back up but you don't strum. And then 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's do that again but twice in a row. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Very nice. Next one. The next one, tell me if it's trickier than the last one, or is this the hardest of all? Let me know. So there's a pause on 3. That's all there is. Otherwise it's down, up, down, up. Let's check it out. So down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Fantastic, you're ready for the hardest challenge of all, the last one. Here we go. So well done, you've made it to the final challenge. Now, is one harder than another? Definitely let me know. So at the start, I was doing a bit of muting. That's what we're gonna be talking about. So I think still mute your fingers down. It's gonna be easier to play the chords, but you would get the same sound if you had them on or off. Now we're using a palm mute. So we're using this part of our palm, the meaty part of our palm. You're resting it on the strings, and as you rest, you're strumming. So you get that sort of percussive sound. So look, my hand's just sitting there. It's getting that sound. You can have your fingers on just to anchor so that they're ready to go. But that's the sound that we're after. So you're going to be muting on the second and on the fourth, otherwise down, up. So just practicing with me, you go down, up, and then mute, up, down, up, mute, up. Okay, it's a little bit tricky. So we've got D for down and little m for mute. So let's give that a practice. So down, up, mute, up, down, up, mute, up, down, up, mute, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, mute, up, down, up. Really reminds me of that CCR song, you know, with the lyrics starting, it's got that big wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary, that's what it reminds me of, yeah? A little bit anyway. Did you hear any other chord progressions that come to mind? Songs that use these different strumming patterns? Definitely comment below, but that's it. You've made it through, well done. You've finished all of the different strumming patterns. Have a go and certainly try joining them together with different chords. Have fun, have a great day. I'll see you all again.